them awkward silences, bro. You know what I mean? They're just uncomfortable sometimes, especially if you're recording, you're on the mic.
I mean, do you ever let them happen?
Sometimes, yeah, because I'm not scared of like an awkward situation.
Yeah.
I'm the type of dude that sometimes will throw fuel on the fire of an awkward situation. Jay's all, we all know.
Sometimes it does need to be like an awkward situation because, you know, whether it's business or something, you keep talking and you talk yourself into a corner, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes there needs to be that awkwardness and just let someone else fucking
Well, what do they
the ball.
say? They say when you're negotiating, whoever talks first loses. Right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's what I heard. Makes sense, though.
It's pretty tough.
Well, think about it. There's all these little, like, tools that you can use in negotiation, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, physical tools, too.
Yeah.
Like, if your chair's higher than the other person, you know what I mean? If you wait, and this one's dope. I don't know where I got it from. It's probably some shit that I was watching. Who knows? I don't know where I got it from. But they're saying that if you're talking to somebody, you're negotiating, right? And you stop and you look over their shoulder and you get them to stop with you and actually move and turn around, you're in the driver's seat. You physically got them to like stop and move and change.
Did you get that from American Psycho? Because that sounds pretty like
maybe.
absurd.
Like I said, but think about it though.
Just because if you're just talking to them and then you look over their shoulder, you be like, God damn!
Oh shit!
And then they jump.
You win the negotiation, bro. You won.
You gonna get everything you asked for.
9 times out of 10, bro. I want to try these. I want to try these tactics, bro. I'm in these meetings and be like, man, that Johnny dude's a fucking weirdo. Man.
Right.
He insists on sitting on top of the desk, so he's taller than us. He never looks us in the eye. He's always looking over our shoulder. Makes us turn around. Won't talk. Just sits there, not saying words. For a motherfucker that hosts a podcast, he never says shit in negotiations.
Yep. He just sits on the table and stares at you.
That's he just sits on the table and well, this dude is next level.
Right.
I don't
He's
know.
the greatest negotiator I've ever seen.
Wow.
Damn.
He got everything.
Right.
And he didn't even say a word. He just sat on the desk.
Right.
But that's a skill set that has to be learned.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be a special type to take it to that level, man.
Well, the thing is, bro, is if you're everything's a negotiation with business.
Yeah.
It is. It's got to be. And if not, then you're going to be taking them for a motherfucking ride, right? And if you don't, and that's another thing they say with negotiation. If both parties feel like they kind of got fucked, then it was a win-win.
Yeah, it's like refereeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if both teams feel like you fucked up the refereeing, you did it right.
Then you did it right.
If both teams are just like, man, the refs, you know,
Yeah.
we don't like them. We had a couple bad calls. It's like perfect.
I think my first like real experience with like negotiating like that was the first car I bought.
I was just about to say, I bet you bought a car and you sat on the table and was just tying your shoes.
Bro, tying my shoes. I was looking over his shoulder, bro. So this motherfucker weird as shit. Just take the car.
Just give him the keys, man. I don't know what's about to happen next.
I mean, probably a little bit of negotiation when I used to sell dope, like the first few years. Like I'm trying to get my price right, but homie's price was pretty set in stone unless I was getting more. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So there wasn't a lot of negotiation.
There's not a lot of wiggle room there.
Not really. It's like this shit about to sell itself, whether I give it to you for a better deal or not. But like cars and stuff like that was probably my first experience. I was like, listen, I'm gonna show up. He said he wants 4 racks for this motherfucker. I'm gonna tell him I got 3.
Yeah, I got 3 in cash.
All I got is 3 right now in cash. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You better have more than 3.
Yeah, the guy that just left.
Damn, he had
at 45.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, man, I got 35. 35 and an ounce of some swag.
Right, there you go.
Sold.
Deal.
It was a good deal, dog. It
Right.
was.
Now get off my table.
You get the fuck off my table. Stop staring
Put your
over my
shoes
shoulder.
back on, sir.
Please start acting normal now.
That's fucking
Chill the
hilarious.
fuck out. What was the first car you bought, Jay?
95 Nissan Maxima.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Black
I guarantee you had a
Nissan
system
Maxima.
in that bitch
I
too,
did.
huh?
The system was probably the best working thing in that whole car.
Was that shit knocking like trunk knocking like?
Oh yeah, my trunk rattled.
Yeah, the
I would
speakers, bro?
I would set off car alarms when I put one on.
Oh, you was that
Oh,
kid?
you were that dude.
Yeah. It was. I only had 112 though in that bitch.
But that amp was turned the fuck up.
The
wasn't
amp.
it?
Well, you gotta know what you're doing, bro.
What
You
kind of
gotta know
12?
You gotta know what you're doing.
What kind of 12 was it?
It was
can
a
do a lot.
Pioneer Premier, dog. dog.
Oh, okay. Say less.
Slumper, bro.
Say less.
Yeah.
Big ass magnet on the back
Big
of
old
that
magnet,
bitch.
Yep.
It was such a big magnet. Cars were like getting stuck to the side of yours, bro.
Shit's just getting stuck to the trunk as I'm driving down.
What color was it?
What the? It was like a dark, like a charcoal gray, grayish black. I don't really know to tell you the
Black
truth.
Not bad.
Nissan Maxima.
Yeah, it was clean. The transmission was fucked up. The front end was fucked up.
So it
Like,
looked clean. It was a beater.
I ain't gonna lie. It was a hand me down, bro. I had
Hey.
to finish paying that shit off
Yeah.
from my brother because he had already gotten a new whip. He got an Infinity, and I got the hand me down because I was still in high school.
Hey, bro. Shout out to Chad.
Right,
For the
Chad.
hand me down. Shout out to Chad for the hand me down Nissan.
Fucking up his
Yeah.
cars.
Listen.
And letting me have them after.
Fuck it. How much did you? How much
And you
did
can
owe?
take this note with you.
How much did you owe? How much you have to pay on the beater?
It was about $4,500, bro. And then so I paid that shit off, and then I started. I was saving money at the time, like good. And I was only working at like Staples, bro, because it was right out of high school. And then I bought the Impala, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I still have that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
I'll
That
try
Impala, you rocked that shit forever, dog.
till the wheel
To the
fell
wheels.
out.
That's
Really,
right.
yeah, really, really.
And then he put it back on.
You know what? Though? From personal experience, those wheels will stay on, dog. Even if you roll your Impala 4 times, my shit's might have turned up. It looked like Marty's. It looked like Doc's fucking the second
DeLorean?
DeLorean when
Yeah.
he comes back from the future. But them bitches stayed on. They really
Yeah,
did.
dog. They're like road soldiers, bro. One of my homies is a mechanic, and he's like, bro, those fuckers will last you forever on the road. When I was
They
living
will.
out in AZ, he was like, dog, that's the perfect vehicle because we're back and forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll last for a long fucking time. Bro, when I rolled my car and I rolled that bitch 4 times, dog, at 90 miles an hour, bro. And when we landed, the shit was still on. It was still running. So I'm out of it, completely fucking out of it. And I'm like, well, the car's still on. Everybody's all right. We're alive. I'm just going to dip out this bitch. So I get in the car, right? And that's when everybody comes rushing to the scene, right? But
Yeah.
I'm like completely out of it. I'm bleeding, spitting up fucking dirt and glass.
Damn.
And I'm sitting in the driver's seat and homie pulls up. He's all, are you good? I was like, yeah, bro, we're going to dip. And he's like, you're going to dip? Have you seen your car? And I'm like, nah. And I get out and the whole top smashed.
Where is it? Do you see it?
All the tires are turned up inside. I'm like, well, we ain't dipping nowhere. But it was still on. It was
Wow.
still on.
Yeah, dog.
What was your first whip, in other words?
First whip was what year was that joint? 89 Cutlass.
Oh, shit.
With
Okay.
the white walls and the Hunter's books.
What? All right, Lynn, where's I see you?
Yeah.
Mine was an 84 Caddy with the white walls and the Hunter
Yeah.
spokes. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Those white walls are nice, man. You had to keep them clean.
Your car looked homeless.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. Whole car could be clean, then white walls dirty, you're looking bad.
Yeah, for some reason it was just the white walls. It's like that was enough that it's like, now the car don't look like shit.
Did you have the 1 inch, 1.5, or the 2 inch?
Nah, these was like the 1 inch. These were thins.
I had the
Yeah.
1.5, so it was like
Yeah.
right in betweens.
Yeah.
Hey, since we got a mic over here.
Oh shit!
Whoa, what
You're
the
I
hell?
was looking at you and I was like, what the
And also, that came in a little creepy because I wasn't sure how loud I should like project my voice.
Yeah, that was a little creepy.
Anyways, me and Josiah said Leonard was pushing Miracle Whips on some
Oh, all right. Make some noise. Make
Very
some
nice.
noise.
Very nice.
That was good.
We gave production a mic because I'm tired of hearing them sound like echoes in the edit. So they got a mic. That shit freaked me out. I thought it was my
'cause
conscience.
I was looking at you and I was like, it sounds like him.
It sounds like him, but it sounds a little younger than him.
Yeah, he throwing his voice. Where'd you
Whoa.
get that talent?
I know you're training for a marathon, but you're fucking a ventriloquist
Yeah,
now
I know, I
too.
was just about to say.
The hell's really going down?
John Dunham over here.
Is he a comedian that does?
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff
Yeah.
Dunham.
With the,
Who
with
the
the,
fu- you said John, Tim,
Yeah,
Jeff? Who the
you're-
fuck is it?
no, John, you're-
Oh,
Wow.
Listen,
Way
bro,
over
it
his
really
fucking
did.
head.
What the fuck you guys are talking about, bro? What the fuck's going on over here? Hey, I guess
Well
on that
played.
note,
I
bro,
like that
on
one.
that note, we back in the lounge. We should
Lounge,
introduce this.
dog.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna nail this intro. Last time I stumbled through, I forgot the title. I forgot people's names.
You hit the wrong. What was it? Was the last one where you hit the wrong number?
Twice. I said it 2 times. I corrected myself and I hit
then
it
you
the wrong
still said it
time.
again wrong.
I did, but then I caught it and acted like I was just making fun of myself. But realistically, audience, I wasn't making fun of myself.
You were
I
just wrong.
fucked up.
Let's see if you remember what we called this one.
You are now tuned in to Respect the Connect. I'm your host, Johnny motherfucking James. I'm here with a few of my nearest and dearest. Right next to me, I got the bilingual, multifaceted, fucking dopest producer up in this
Ooh,
bitch.
I like that. My dog.
Jay motherfucking Trav, make some goddamn noise.
I guess I'll make some noise for myself.
Make some noise
I
for
appreciate that.
yourself, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then right in front of me, again, the multifaceted,
Yeah.
multidimensional, trilingual, published author, Len Words in the motherfucking building. Make some goddamn noise.
No, people.
Hey, we ain't heard that in a minute. We ain't heard that in a minute. We be some theories about to start flying, my guy.
Uh-oh.
And over here off to the side, production with a mic. We in focus, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Motherfucker, we better be in focus. Y'all sound good and we look like shit. Let's go. Episode 42. Respect the connect. Make some more motherfucking noise. Let's go. See, I didn't stumble that shit. I added to
You
it.
got the oh fucking front
Listen,
of the 42.
we don't need the oh fuck in front of the 42. I nailed that one. I knocked that shit out the park, bro. You know what I'm saying?
way.
I know
All the way.
both y'all ain't bilingual, but fuck it, we throwing it
Nah,
on
I
the
was like,
resume.
okay.
Shit, I said Lenward
I'll
was
take it.
trilingual.
I try
I
lingual.
don't even know what the fuck that is.
I'll try some linguine.
I try some linguine. All right, so what's up, fellas? How was y'all's weekend?
Chilling, bro. Good, bro.
What'd you do
Busy.
this weekend, Jay?
Actually, nah. I worked, bro, but just putting a little extra overtime in, fool. Trying to get a good little. I'm trying to. I have a goal, a financial goal. I'm trying to reach this month, so I'm sticking to it, so that way I can make some investments I'm trying to do.
That's fire, bro. I
nice.
fuck with it. Lenward,
Nice.
how was the weekend? Football over?
No, we got at least one more game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Y'all still on your win streak? Only lost one?
No, we lost two.
Ooh, damn. Y'all in the slump.
Yeah.
Did they take the second loss better than the first one?
No, we've been mad after every loss.
Yeah, you need to check them coaches.
Yeah.
We do, man. I don't know what's
And
going
them
on with
refs.
them, man. Yeah, it's the refs. It's always the refs.
It is, bro. When you're a parent, it's always the coaches and the refs.
When you're a parent, it is everybody but your kid.
100%. As realistically, in front of everybody, it should be. Right? Until you get home, right?
Till you get in the car.
Then the real shit can really happen.
It's just
Listen,
like-
bro, you got two left feet, my dude. What the fuck,
You
man?
ball hogging like a motherfucker.
You ball hogging, bro. You think you
Yeah.
Kobe? Chill out, Kobe. Chill out, right? Well, I mean, so you just one more game at least.
At least one more, yeah. Yeah. We got to travel out to Berlin and do a game.
Those are always
Yeah.
fun, bro.
I was trying to save some gas. If we won the last one, we could have played at Wilson and stayed in town and played at night under the lights.
Oh, that would have
But,
been fire.
Yeah, that would have been nice, man. But
Driving out to Berlin.
yeah,
Maybe-
going out to Berlin in the middle of the day.
Maybe that'll be
At least-
motivation.
yeah.
That'll be motivation to get the dub.
Yeah. Hopefully. We always expect to win.
If y'all don't get this dub, everybody puts in $2 for this gas tank. Right here.
Yeah, boy. That's what I'm saying.
Give me all that
That's what I'm
allowance.
saying.
Look, yeah, that's dope. Look at production. Don't try and slide through like you're slick there,
Yeah.
Josiah. Y'all see that? Bro, I'm gonna go to the wide right here. That was product placement.
Yeah.
Josiah,
Yeah.
like a ninja, crept up and said, "Look, Wolf's breath isn't properly in the frame, so I'm gonna slide in real quick. And I'm gonna slide it over. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Make some noise for production.
What is Wolf's breath? dog?
Wolf's breath is
The number one.
the number one cannabis strain at Enchanted Botanicals.
It is, dog.
Listen, no, Wolf's Breath's fire. It really is. Out of the 4 strains, I've said this every single strain that we've dropped. Wolf's Breath, I think, has been my favorite. For one, like you guys cultivate it like from day one.
Yep.
So that was fucking dope. Like the first few strains, we kind of had to figure it out because we didn't have our grow up and running. You know what I mean? So for this one to be like the first one that like from seed to sale, from seedling to sale has been fucking fire.
It's dope, bro.
So
Yeah.
for those of you guys that don't know, Wolf's Breath is this motherfucker shit right here. Get into fucking Enchanted Botanicals and get some fucking Wolf's
Yes.
Breath. Don't know how this turned into an ad, but we're here. We're here. I'm looking at the wrong camera even. I'm looking at Jay's camera doing the ad.
Get your eye line right.
Listen, audience, that's how not used to doing ads I am. I looked at the wrong camera over here. Get some fucking Wolf's Breath in your life. Get to Enchanted Botanicals, and you could tell me what you think about it. Ad. Bang.
Right.
Ad.
Ad.
So where the fuck we starting here, fellas?
Oh wait, you
Where?
hadn't spoke on your week.
Oh,
You
shit.
had a crazy week.
I
Yeah.
kind of did.
Yeah.
Kind of did. Took the whole fam to Disneyland.
Nice.
And it was dope. So during like, I think they start September to like the first day of November, they do all Halloween themed. So both parks kind of like convert into all Halloween stuff, right? So on the Disneyland side, they turned the Haunted Mansion into like Halloween Town. So you had like Jack Skellington and like all of them there. So they convert the whole shit.
What's that with Nightmare Before Christmas?
Nightmare Before
Okay,
Christmas, yeah. So that shit's fucking dope. That's one of my favorite animated movies of all time. So that was the shit. The line fucking sucked. How long was that line, Dom? How long were we in that motherfucker? Was it 120 minutes?
Haunted Mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
It was like 120 minutes,
enough
right?
for Aaron to take a nap.
Enough for Aaron to take a nap, yeah. So, but it was the shit because, you know, when you travel, I got a big ass family, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was able to take my mom's too. So
Yeah.
that was
that's dope.
that was an X factor added into the trip.
Yeah.
My mom's has only been on a plane once.
No kidding.
She's never seen the ocean,
no,
right?
snap.
Never been to like amusement park like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, let's take mom's, right? And you never know how someone's gonna travel like that, right? She could have gotten that plane and freaked the fuck out, bro.
Oh, so this was her first flight ever.
Well, she flew to Vegas with my dad drunk. That don't count.
Nah.
In the nighttime,
No,
that's
no.
that. I'm
It's
like,
not
you
the
can't
same.
count that flight.
the same.
Vegas is like 30 minutes. You're
Yeah.
up, you take a drink, you're down.
Yeah, yeah.
So we got to take moms. It was the whole fam, bro. And it was a successful trip because it was not that many fights. You know what I'm saying? When you travel with a big family,
Yeah.
if you don't do it right, dog, someone's gonna be on each other's motherfucking neck, right? That's just how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't get the right accommodations, you don't stay in the right hotel room, you don't got enough space, someone's gonna fucking throw some holazos, bro. And it was at a bare minimum, dog. Cause I think my boys they're professional now at it, bro.
Yeah.
I've been blessed enough to be able to take them on some pretty dope ass vacations. They've seen way at that, bro.
At that age.
Shit, I didn't go to Disneyland until I took my kids to Disneyland,
There
right?
you go. Yeah.
I didn't get on an airplane until I took my kids on an airplane. Now, fuck, I'm fucking flying all over the place, but
Yeah.
I didn't get to experience that till later on in life. A lot sooner than my mom, but later on in life. So they're seasoned vets at this point.
Nice.
Bro, nice.
Disneyland, though, I've went for the 4th of July, which I'll never go again for the 4th of July. That was a fucking nightmare. But now's the time to go.
Oh, yeah.
Not as hot, and it's just, bro, Halloween's my shit, dog. That's
Okay.
that's my favorite holiday, I think.
All right.
And then so Disneyland, the whole side converts, but on the Adventureland side, it's like extra. They do trick or treating. Everybody dresses up. It's like this Oogie Boogie's fucking adventure time, some shit, right? And
Yeah.
again, they convert it for Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's tight.
All the rides change, and it's a whole different vibe inside the park.
Oh, nice.
They didn't let us know this beforehand, and they tried to kick us out of the park at 6. Do you think it worked? I just got to ask you guys. You guys know me, right? You guys have known me for a long time. Do you think they were able to get me out of that park at 6?
No.
No.
Not like
So
it.
how many people did they try to do that to?
To everybody that's in there. And I kept telling Dom, this was a conversation me and Dom had for like 2 hours before. I'm like, how the fuck you think they're going to try and get people out of this park? Because there's thousands of people in there,
Yeah,
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And me and Dom came to pretty much the same conclusion, right? So you had wristbands,
Yeah.
right? Either you're cool or you're not cool,
Yeah.
right? And when the 6 o'clock came, they're like, all right, it's the end, get the fuck out of here, right? And then they started asking people for wristbands, and they were only putting like 2 workers by, Pixar Pier, cars, and like the little sections that break off. But to me, I just treated them like the Walmart workers that asked for my receipt, right? Just keep pushing your cart, dog. Don't
Yeah.
make eye contact and just fly right by them.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Chase you?
Yeah.
This is supposed to be the most magical place on earth. You gonna chase me and kick me out of Cars Land?
Right, they're pretty much they're dicking you out of your money that you spent, bro. If they're cutting your time short.
Yeah, and see,
Yeah.
they didn't say shit
What
about
time
it.
do they close? Like usually.
12.
Oh fuck.
And we didn't show up till later because you
Yeah.
want to see the nighttime shit.
Yeah.
But they didn't really let us. Yeah. I know.
And they stopped early.
And-
That's
yeah,
okay.
but no, they didn't really stop early. They converted the park over to the people that were cool with the wristbands.
Got you.
I was raging against the machine.
Did you have a
That is,
wristband, though?
fuck no, I didn't have a wristband because for one, they didn't tell us we needed one. All right, for one, and for two, I probably wouldn't have bought the motherfucker anyway. Dog. Those tickets are already expensive enough.
Yeah, for sure.
Another $60 to walk around and
Per
do what I
head.
did for free.
Yeah.
Rage against, what is that? Rage against the dying of the light, Len
There you
Words.
go. Yeah.
Rage against the machine that is Mickey Mouse. I better chill out, bro. We're on YouTube. I better chill. All right.
We don't know this guy.
Nah. We fuck with Mickey Mouse. You know what I mean? So where are we going now? What's next? We got our weekends out of the way. What do we do? New music?
Oh yes.
New music.
Yeah. I'm sure you heard about
Senior Aubrey Graham
Aubrey.
dropped This Is for the Dogs.
What are your thoughts on it?
My thoughts on it. I'm a Drake fan, right? Drake's the shit. Fuck with Drake, dog. This album wasn't for me.
Gotcha.
That was a polite way to say it.
It wasn't for me, right? The peak of the album is the song right before Daylight to the J. Cole record. For me, right? That whole beginning part, I fuck with it.
He finally
Tough.
got one with Cole.
Oh, and Cole ate, bro. Cole fucking ate.
He was waiting for that one.
Oh my god, bro! Seriously, dog, and you could hear it. Drake went into. It feels like Drake went into this song like, "Kumbaya, my lord, Kumbaya," right?
Yeah.
And Cole
Cole was like, you heard what I did in that
my
Benny the
dude,
Butcher shit, right?
Cole is
You know what's next.
a trained assassin, right? Cole's a Navy SEAL, my guy.
Yeah, dog.
You don't go in there on some kumbaya, my lord shit with a Navy SEAL that's in your bracket.
Yeah.
I think that's why when Drake's verse comes on, the whole beat switches.
He had to do it.
He was like, oh shit.
Well, because the first
Bro.
part of his verses was too short. He did not.
It was
I'm like, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck is Drake doing? This is J. Cole, bro. Jermaine. The real is back. The Ville is back. Come on, bruh.
Nah, he's dope as fuck, bro. But okay, so what about? So which verse do you got from Cole? The one with Drake or the other new one with who is it? Yachty that he just dropped one with?
He's got one with Gucci. He's got one with Yachty. He's got, bro.
The Yachty one.
Yeah,
because he obviously he murks Yachty.
I'm giving it the Cole verse. I mean, not the Cole. I'm giving it the fucking Drake verse.
Really?
Okay.
I gotta hear it.
Bro, he ate. He
Yeah.
ate on that verse. And
Yeah.
he kind of was like, yeah, me and Drake are the Spider-Man meme pointing at each other. But listen, I'll say it again. Cole is a trained assassin. And Drake went in there like they were besties.
What does he say? He goes, it's me, Drake, and Kendrick.
Yeah.
Like we just made a team, the big three or some shit like that, bro. His fucking his reference was dope. As fuck.
Okay, I'm a Cole fan.
Yeah.
Drake, when they switch the verse up, when he switches the beat up, Drake eats too. I just wanted to, them together. I wanted the competitiveness there.
Yeah.
It felt like Cole had it. Drake didn't. Drake was too friendly.
He came to spar and
Yeah, he came
Cole
to spar
came-
and Cole came to
Cole
knock
came-
his head off.
yeah.
Right
And
now,
he's like, no, we fighting.
I want an album from them, bro. Like
The two of
Cole
them.
and Drake?
yeah, how Drake did one with 21.
That'd be pretty fire.
Or with Future.
Nah, well.
Yeah. He did
Yeah,
one with
Drake
Future.
and
Well,
Future.
no, yeah,
remember?
I know.
That one's fire too.
Yeah,
That was
no,
fire
it's dope,
shit.
it's dope, but I'm saying Jay. I want one from J. Cole and
Yeah,
Drake,
yeah.
bro. Future will probably end up on it. But,
So
what I mean?
that's that. Okay.
As soon as
so
I said
that's
Future, he was like, I'm out.
where I stand on the album. I think I think it might be his best work since Scorpion, maybe. Cohesive, right? But not really. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't. That's the way I'm gonna put
Yes.
it. I don't feel like this album was for me. Right when it got to the Yeet feature, I tuned the fuck out.
Bro, I was talking to one of the homies about this album, and he said the same thing. He's like, bro, I got to like the fourth song, and I
was done.
And I changed it, and I was like, we're having a beer, and I was like, so you didn't even get to the J. Cole track? He's all, what?
He didn't even make it that far. Okay, nah, he's hating a little bit because
No,
that
but
first half.
he's a Drake fan, like for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah, when
and he didn't make it past.
He didn't make it.
That's
I was
wild.
Like, dog, you didn't make it to the Cole track, bro. You have
That's
to.
wild.
Yeah, dog.
So I've talked to Dom about it. Josiah, how'd you feel about Aubrey's addition to his legacy for the Dogs?
This one's pretty good. I think overall, I think he did a good job on this one. 8 a.m. in Charlotte.
Is fire. But it's
That's
not, but it's not
crazy.
his best of the timestamp tracks.
You gotta wait it out to that song. Like that.
Yeah, that song's dope. But all of his other time, what's the other one? 12 a.m. in Brooklyn. He's got all those tracks.
That's true.
This is an addition to those.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay, you know, and I wanted to ask Josiah, and I know how Dom feels about it, and that's where I go into this album. The reason this album wasn't for me is because this album was for them. This is an album for their age group.
Really?
He's pandering to the 26 and below
I mean,
group.
Just the song with like "Sexy Red," which made me want to throw up alone. It's like Drake. What are you like?
He
I
did.
see what you're doing.
He did one with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that brings me to the beef between him and fucking Buttons. That's what started it.
Oh, is it?
Joe reviewed the album, and he did. You can tell Drake didn't watch the whole interview. Okay, I'm just gonna say that I watched the whole thing. They're always giving Drake his flowers on the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah.
Joe kind of went in a little bit, bro. He talks about how he felt the album wasn't grown up enough, right? That he wants to hear grown up Drake. And he needs to stay away from Lil Yachty, and like he needs to stop making songs for the kids, right?
Yeah.
I want to put this into perspective real quick before we go any further. Drake is gonna slaughter anything. He's one of the highest selling artists of all fucking time. So we're arguing about the fact that we're even talking about this is fucking crazy, but it is what it is. Drake has already established himself. He does not need to do anything else from this point on, right? But they reviewed the album, and Budden said that. He's like, you know, I want to hear grown up Drake. And he even said that he feels like Cole is evolving past where he was like the young kid Cole, and Drake is devolving. He's going backwards and Cole's going forwards, right? Because you got the old songs of J. Cole talking about losing his virginity and stuff like that, and Drake was more mature then, and now it's like reverse. It's like the reverse Uno cards happening, right? So Drake seen the clip and spazzed.
Really?
He wrote a fucking diary on IG.
Oh, he didn't do a track?
No.
Oh.
And
I
that's-
thought you were like, I thought he like
I wish.
just
Joe Budden's not
gave him
worth it.
something
I wish.
unexpected.
It'll
and was
probably,
just
I
like,
wish.
it'll probably end up.
I got
in
a
a verse.
slapper
It'll
for
end
Joe
up in
Budden.
something.
Yeah.
But he went off on IG, a whole diary
Really?
of and it's okay. So this is what I think about the whole thing. Two things can be true at the same time, correct? Landwords?
Okay.
Budden had a point about Drake pandering to the younger audience. He wants to stay making hit after hit after hit because that's what's working. If he eases back, his reach is gonna ease back. Right? So his pop star status and hit making factory will definitely take a hit if he doesn't pander to the younger audience.
Yes.
For sure. He doesn't want to do that yet. So, and he has every right to do that. It's his fucking music.
Yep.
But he said that Joe Budden was a failed rapper and don't take advice from him. He's talking on Best Buy mics, right? Drake, it was a whole caption, dog. He's like, don't take advice from someone that's just talking on Best Buy mics, posted a few pictures of Joe, went hammer time on him.
Oh, that's funny.
I would have preferred a track. I really would have. But what Drake said was also true, right? Both things can be true at the same time.
Wait, real quick. I just wanted to say, Joe Budden is probably not worth the diss track. Like, if Drake's gonna make a song dissing someone, it's gonna be like Pusha T or Kanye, not Joe Budden.
Especially because Joe doesn't rap anymore, so he's not gonna get a response.
He took it to the level that Joe's at on like trolling on the internet, like Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
I don't know. I don't like the way he approached it.
You mean it? I could have done like a 45-second diss track and been satisfied with it. He could have did a diss intro.
I see what Dom's saying, but in that
I see the point,
in that
yeah.
same breath, though, if he's not worth a track, why is he worth an Instagram diary?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because I think just because Budden has a reach and an influence, and he has to acknowledge that, and he can't let someone like that get the last word if it's not positive.
Yeah. And Joe Budden, he's always, bro, he's on that shit, dog. Yeah. He dissed Drake when he was still rapping. Mm-hmm. He has like 5 diss tracks to Drake.
Yeah.
Stays hate.
Yeah, I mean,
Stays hate.
I mean, yeah. So like, they're both things are true at the same time.
Yeah.
The album is getting unfair hate. I think. I think it's not an atrocious piece of shit like people are trying to act like it is.
Yeah.
It's just not for everybody.
Right.
It's for all the dogs, dog.
It's for all the
It's for-
dogs. And if you ain't a dog,
Motherfucker. You, dog.
Here's my thing though. I don't think I wouldn't call him a failed rapper. I mean,
Joe.
Yeah, like he cashed a check. He had a hit, a couple hits. You know, he had a career. I think it's akin to like those professional athletes that do like commentary, and then you see them on ESPN talking, and they, you know, like, and they having a good time, you know, clowning people.
They made it
who
to
are-
another bag.
Yeah, exactly. But they're not as like big time as like they got an opinion on LeBron, but they're not LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
they can't
obviously.
really speak on that level because none of them have ever or could ever attain that level.
Oh shit.
But they just have that same like I still have an opinion
He
and
has
it's
an
still
opinion,
valid
yeah.
because I'm a veteran. I played. You know what I'm saying?
But
so
LeBron's
it's like,
still in the league.
and that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Drake is still putting up numbers.
That was fire.
Still
We
putting
need
it
some
up.
noise for that one.
You know
That
what I'm
was
saying?
it though. Len Words had
So
it.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, you know, they can hate, but you know, LeBron doesn't get to respond. He just keeps playing.
Women lie, men lie.
Yeah.
numbers
Just
don't
don't
lie.
lie.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, bro, we're arguing. He has such a body of work that now all we're comparing it with is his other bodies of work.
That's what I was just about to ask. Do you
Yeah.
think Drake is in that place where his only competition
is himself.
Is himself?
Yeah. Well,
You think he's there.
I told Don this. He's in the position of where M's dropped knowledge like that on
Mm-hmm.
him in his verses, where you're gonna get to the point where people are so tired of you winning. The people that supported you are going to turn on you
Yeah.
and start sending shots your direction.
Yeah.
And I think that's where he's at, right?
Yeah.
And again, he's evolved to a point to where some of his old fan base is just not relating to where he's at in life.
Yeah.
Right? It is what it is.
Well,
Yes,
shit,
definitely.
I'm his old fan base. Like,
So am
'cause
I.
I fuck with Drake when the shit started.
Bro,
you know, like I
yes.
remember the mixtapes.
So do
you
I.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit, like,
And I still listen.
yeah,
I mean, do I relate to having a fucking jet? No,
Yeah.
I don't. But that doesn't mean that I still can't enjoy his music.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And again, I didn't hate the album at all. I thought it was dope. It's getting unjustified hate just because it wasn't for some of the people that are hating on it. I give it a 6.5 out of 10.
I would give it similar to that. I actually listened to like the whole thing, not in one sitting, but I listened to it from like front to back. I used
Yeah.
to always do that when I'd get a new CD.
Front to back.
Back in the day, yeah, I'd just
Yeah.
lock myself in my room and just listen to the
Yeah.
whole fucking thing. And it's a dope project, but like you said, bro, like he's not evolving, like, and I don't relate to a lot of the shit
Yeah.
he says. I like the tracks that when he's with Rick Ross and like the tracks he has like with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's rapping with older rappers, so they're bringing that out of him. So he's not
Yeah,
doing all
he can't
this,
come halfway with
Yeah.
those guys. Yeah,
all this mumble shit.
That
you know?
Heat record was hot.
Garbage, bro.
Garbage.
I don't give a fuck about that
all right,
record.
all right, old man in the room now. What is Yeet?
Who's taking this?
What is this?
Which out of you two is taking this?
What's the question?
What
He
is
wants
what
to know
is Yeet?
what is a
it?
yeet?
What is a yeet?
I think it comes from, there was like this really viral video, like when we were in like middle school, like it was a whole like thing where you like grab someone's like either hair, like backpack, and like you just yeet.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I get that part, but is the name of the song or is that
It's
like?
a rapper.
Oh, it's a rapper.
I
Okay.
threw
See,
these
that's
guy-
my question.
I threw these guys
Like,
some
what is
info
this?
and they dropped the ball. He wants to know who is Yeet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
he's
is
a
that?
rapper.
Is a rapper?
Yeah, he
Okay.
sounds like Playboy Cardi kind of.
Who?
Lenwords don't even know. Yeah.
No. Okay. No. I've heard that one.
There
I've
we
heard
go.
that one.
So
Okay.
that's sometimes you got to do that when you're talking to somebody and like you got to get the conversation over with. They're like, "Don't you remember?" You're like, "Oh yeah. How they doing?"
Oh, you said yeet.
Oh,
I didn't hear that.
Shit,
My
I
bad.
thought you said, "Oh, skeet, motherfucker."
Yeah, that track was.
His name would be better if it was Skeet.
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 Skeet, motherfucker.
I'd give it a little
Skeet,
more
skeet,
thought, I
skeet.
guess, but yeah.
Yeet skeet.
Yeet.
I wouldn't want to rap with a
I seen
skeet.
him in an interview.
In an interview?
It's happening.
I know.
He's got
bro.
his own lingo now.
Words are hard, bro. Words are hard. No, he's in the interview, bro, and he's trying to like brag how fast he came up with like that song, and the whole song is yeet, 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 and he's doing this dance, bro, and he's like, yeah, I came up with it like that, and before you know it, that shit was a hit, and it's like, bro,
It sounds
don't
like it.
brag about
Yeah.
making a 5-minute song because you could tell it was a 5-minute song.
Yeah.
And see, there you go. There, you're also again showing the divide there, Jay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where music's at right now. It's not about necessarily the most quality it can be. Right now, music, especially hip hop, is on speed dial.
It's just a vibe.
It's about how fast you can turn this shit the fuck out, right? Because, listen, not everybody can take a 2-year sabbatical away from the mic. Especially a lot of these younger artists that you're talking about, Yeet,
yeah.
Playboy, they can't take 2-year back seat because guess what's gonna happen? Who the fuck are you?
Oh, yeah.
They have to stay putting out music. So that means higher volume, faster output, right? And if that's the case, listen, not everything's gonna be amazing.
yeah.
That's when they just fall into the beat and sometimes to me just become another instrument on the beat, not necessarily really saying anything. And again, there ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's the music that you're rocking with, that's for you.
Yeah.
That's why I do not think this Drake album was for me or for you. Just wasn't. Just wasn't. If you would have trimmed maybe like 5 songs off of it, I think it would have been a little more of a solid project.
Exactly, bro.
For me, as a consumer, as a fan, it would have been a better project for me. But
Nah, for sure, I agree with you. Like you said, Scorpion, man, his older projects, I still go back and bump those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So Budden had something to say.
Oh, but hey, this fucking they're not dumb, okay?
Yeah.
Part of me thinks that the whole shit was on purpose between
The
both
point.
of them,
Yeah,
right?
that was the
Biggest hip hop podcast, biggest hip hop artist, perfect, right?
The internet.
Because the episode after Joe had critiqued the album, right after Drake had his little tantrum on the internet, instead of Joe putting it out for free on YouTube, guess what he did? It was a Patreon only exclusive to hear him read Drake's DMs to him
And respond.
Shit.
and
okay.
respond. So it was an exclusive. So come on, bro. If it don't make money and it don't
But
make
they
sense,
gotta try to make it like make people give a shit.
and they did.
Yeah.
Can I throw another little perspective in there real quick?
Let's hear it.
Before you guys get over it. So one of the hardest lines I think in like the whole J. Cole song you guys were talking about, Drake says he's like, I'm one away from Michael Beat It.
Oh yeah.
All right, so like this dude Drake is pretty smart, like smarter than I think we give him credit. Remember Honestly Nevermind?
Yeah.
That people hated on it. It's honestly not like the best album. It's all right. It's got a few songs, but it went like crazy in other countries and stuff. Probably like multi-platinum because it was like made for the club. People like didn't understand that. So now I'm just like thinking like Drake knows that he wants to be number one. Like that's the main goal, and like he's gonna get those numbers any way he can, especially like reaching into the younger audience.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't want to. The reason he's not giving us a 444 style album is because he's not ready to give the crown up yet. He's not ready. He's not ready to step down. And that's his fucking prerogative, dog. If he wants to keep rocking and get these numbers, he's going to by any means necessary. And that's not to say it's wrong because that's his fucking art. That's his same thing. How many people you think say LeBron should fucking
Retire.
sit down?
Yeah.
He's still putting up numbers, my dude. He could go to any team and make that team a contender right now.
Yeah.
So why the fuck would he sit down? He still loves what he does, right?
Yeah.
So Drake obviously still loves what he's doing. He did say he's going to take a break, right?
Who, Drake did?
Yeah, for health reasons or whatever.
Drake?
Yeah, he said he had to have his stomach issues and shit like that. So, but if you still love what you're doing, and like Dom said, if he's still chasing that that last accolade.
Yeah, if he wants to, I mean, if he wants to be Mike, I mean, I don't think it's like those cross-era comparisons, just like sports, where it's like you can't compare Drake to Mike.
No.
Mike was the biggest artist of most people's lifetime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Before
saying?
social media existed.
Yeah, like he was a pop star, like king of pop star, when there was a mass media, when there was like, and not just in the 80s, but in the 60s and 70s as well.
Yes.
So it's like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and then he was just this anomaly.
Even
Yeah.
You know, until
even
he died.
2000s.
You know, yeah, I mean, he still had people's attention, but you're talking about like 50 years.
And
worth
we're
of attention.
talking when this was physical album sales.
Yeah, yeah.
We're talking
Vinyl
we're talking
even,
no viral social media shenanigans,
Yeah.
right? We're not talking about made up Prince beef to sell the Thriller album, right? We're not talking about that era. We're talking about actual physical customers walking into a brick and mortar building to get these
Buying
albums.
the records. Yeah.
So again, I'm glad you brought up that comparison because it's true. That's why the Michael Jordan, LeBron James comparison you can't really
never get
fully have
resolved.
those
It'll never get
conversations.
resolved.
They're
Yeah.
two different eras and
Yeah.
two different like you just can't. It's
Yeah.
it's round and round we go.
Yeah.
I mean, they can reach the accolades possibly, but does that still put them above
Right.
or below?
The competition was different. The era was
Everything was
different.
different.
Yeah, everything was different.
So you can't really you can have that conversation till you're blue
Yeah.
in the face, but it's never going to have a resolution.
Yeah.
And we have resolved this subject, I think.
Yeah.
Go listen to Drake. Get your own opinion.
I'm gonna check it out. I only heard the SZA record,
Oh
and I
yeah,
was like,
that don't show you.
it didn't.
really.
Yeah, it didn't
You know
really
what?
make me.
That
wanna hear
song does sound better on the album
does it
as a part of it.
Okay, gotcha.
It does. It's one of those records that kind of like blends into the vibe, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. I see why this exists. Standalone, it's kind of weird.
Gotcha.
And Holly Berry was pissed.
What?
Well, he used her image, and they put slime over her face.
Oh,
And
really?
She said that she didn't want him to do it.
Oh, really?
They did it anyways. You know what was smart that he did with that though,
Drake.
and I didn't know?
Was this?
He only released that on Instagram.
Oh, really?
The only place you could hear that was on IG. You couldn't get it on Apple Music. You couldn't watch it on YouTube. You had to go to his Instagram page and listen to it through Instagram.
Really?
Kind of smart.
Damn. Okay.
Kind of smart.
Yep.
I wanted to. There's other music that came out. West Side Gun dropped yesterday, and I've listened. It's fucking sounds sick as fuck. I haven't listened all the way through though, so we'll dive into that next pod. But West Side Gun dropped, and it's fire.
Okay. Yeah.
So did
I haven't heard that.
what did old boy from Migos drop too? Right?
Offset, yeah.
Offset dropped, huh?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it yet, but from the looks of it, looks pretty fire. So where are we
West
going?
Side Gun?
Where are
Hold
we
on.
going? Yeah, West
West
Side
Side
dropped.
Gun.
Yeah,
Pray for Paris and Pray for Me or whatever.
bro, that shit's fire.
Amazing.
I haven't listened all the way through, but damn.
Okay.
And he's I'm gonna be all the way honest here. He's my least favorite of Griselda. I still fuck with West Side Gun.
Yeah.
I still fuck with West Side Gun. We're comparing greats to greats to greats here. He's the third for me. For me, it goes Conway, Benny, West Side. That's my list for them three.
Yep.
The West Side is like, I feel like it might be the most popular, but yeah, I agree with you. He's not my like favorite.
He's-
as a
and-
favorite.
but
He's
he
a bit
ate.
obnoxious sometimes.
He
honestly.
ate on this one. He
It was
ate.
good.
Yeah, I haven't listened all the way through, so we'll
right.
dive in all the way. I'll send you guys the links.
Yeah.
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 Never
So where
sent
else?
us the
Oh,
links.
since we're on music, we're gonna never segue in. I what link did I send you, Len Words? I know I did. It says something. Oh, to the Diddy album. Out of all the links I could have sent you, yeah, I sent you the links to Brother Love, which is a good segue into right where we're going here. Keefy D was finally arrested.
Bro, I think everybody.
Wait, what do you
knew.
say? What's that got to do with Diddy?
Oh yeah, you know what I'm
Dun,
saying?
dun,
Hey, dun, dun, dun. When he hit, what does Em say? He's all when Diddy admits he put out the hit that got popped. Oh,
Now that makes sense.
Listen, everybody knows that's the worst kept secret in the fucking industry. So, but they arrested him finally, right? You can go back and watch all his confession videos. Holy shit. This dude has like 1 million confession videos.
I know, bro.
He broke it down.
I seen him on a like a podcast or an interview or something, bro. And
Bro.
he didn't give no fucks,
He
bro.
talks about how Pac reached for something. He breaks down the entire situation, dog.
Why would somebody do that?
Bro, for clicks.
He got away with it.
No,
dog,
you know
for
why?
20
You know why?
some years,
Okay,
bro.
you know why I think?
30
He said it
years
in an
he got
interview
away
that we were
with it.
watching because now we're fully in it, all right? Then 50's got our back here because there's a bunch of fingers pointing at fucking Senior Puff Daddy,
Puff Daddy.
Mr. Love up in this motherfucker that he had a little bit of, you know what I'm saying?
Little puppeteer,
Little
had some
orchestrator.
strings he had to-
He was the conductor in this motherfucker, right? So there's an interview with Keefe D saying, he's like, man, you know, Brother Love, break me off a little something, bro. Like, we out here struggling, my dude. He's like, come on, bro. Like, show a little more love, brother. You supposed to be brother. Bro, he's talking. So he even said that
Damn.
Diddy indirectly was like, we're going to give someone some bags if they can handle this situation. Whoop-de-woo, right? And that was said in some closed doors and they overheard, and here we are. But it was tied into, that's what the cops are saying and the information they released to the public, to when they jumped old boy
In the casino.
in the
Orlando,
casino.
Yeah.
Orlando
Whatever.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, they were related. There's connections there.
So it was just an excuse?
Well, I guess it was, they were there already. So they were going to fight.
Right.
It was
yeah.
over that, bro.
So it's like, we're going to get the get back, but then we need to get the bag too.
all day. They were able to do it all.
Wow.
Right?
That's
And
crazy.
so, but I don't know what they're going to charge him with, like, because he's said that he wasn't the one that actually
Hit him.
pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
What evidence do they have?
I mean, it's like, can you put yourself in as an accessory when they don't have a murder weapon or a primary,
witness or something?
or a primary person to say, okay, this person did the shooting, and you're like, who are you the accessory to?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're not actually convicting the actual person who did the thing.
Well, like, how many
That's
people
weird.
are still alive that were in that car too? Why is it only
Who
Keefe D
knows?
now, right? So,
Yeah.
but the dude's been on every podcast that'll listen to him talking about how they did it, which is crazy.
That's
And
just weird.
how did it took that long, bro?
And it wasn't like an actual investigation that
No.
cracked it.
No.
It was just somebody talking.
It's wild.
Like, somebody just decided to just say, I was there
Yeah.
Wild.
after all these
He's
years.
like describing the whole shit too, bro.
He
Yeah.
breaks it down
He's like-
into detail.
They
dog.
hear like girls screaming, and then they're like, "Oh fuck, that's got to be him." So then they flip around, and
Well,
dog.
okay. I'll play the advocate.
All right.
That type of stuff, those type of details aren't going to be hard to fabricate.
Mhm.
You
Oh,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Because obviously it's Tupac. Everywhere he goes, he's recognized and the ladies love him. You know what I'm saying? So that type of stuff and oh, he reached for this or he did like that. It's all unsubstantiated. You can't verify anything that
Especially
he's saying.
because there weren't no fucking
So
camera
he's-
phones
yeah,
back
exactly.
then either.
So he's just sprinkling in details almost like it's a story that, was
Right.
either written or he memorized.
Yeah.
But that's
He,
what I'm saying.
cultivated
It's
it
like,
over the years.
yeah, exactly. Or somebody just gave it to him and was just like, this is what you're going to say. And these are the details you're going to give. And it's going to sound like, everything that went down, but he doesn't necessarily because there's nobody to say otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So he
Yeah.
could just give you the details that you would put in a script so you can feel like you're there and feel like it's real, but he may not have been there. He may not, or not even necessarily been there, but he may not know what he knows or anything like that. And
Okay.
who knows, man?
So
That long ago.
let me go back on that then, Len Words. It's been that long, right?
Yeah.
Do you really think that they would make an arrest this long with that much unsubstantiated evidence? Or do you think they'd say, all right, we got enough now to actually convict somebody, let's arrest them? Because if they make an arrest this long after, they're going to look even more fucking stupid than they already do.
I would say that. Would I say that on the
They
internet?
got to have something.
No, I don't think I would say that on the internet. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
They got to have
I'm just
yeah.
gonna defer.
Yeah. I plead the fifth. But that to me, they gotta
Jordan
have.
is better than LeBron. What are we talking about here?
They gotta. For me, they gotta have. They gotta have something, right? That because again, they'll look even more stupid than they already do. Right? That's what I think.
And then if
But
they arrest this guy and he's not even the right guy.
that's fucking wild, dog. How many years? What are we at? 25 years.
Yeah.
Almost 30 years later.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like 26, 27. Because it was,
Fucking
what,
wild.
96?
96.
Yep.
And we're, 27.
Yep. And then now.
Almost to the day.
Now it's coming out again, bro. Fingers are starting to fucking shift to Mr. Love,
Senor Diddy
Senor
Love.
Diddy,
Papa Diddy,
Senor
Pop Love.
Puffy, Puffy. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, I listened to a couple of the inner, like the sampler bits off of the iTunes link that you did send. Wasn't bad.
Nah, man. He
It wasn't
actually
bad.
ain't. I've never been a
Yeah.
fan.
I haven't really heard him put together a project like start to finish where I was just like, and I remember like what was the one that was right after Biggie that had the
No Way Out.
No Way Out.
Yep.
That was probably the last one where I was just like start to finish. That one, like,
That was the only
solid.
one. He had albums after that.
Everything. Yeah, right.
He put out other projects.
Yeah. I don't know if he did. I can't even speak to it.
No.
But it's like that one, when I did listen to it, I was like, oh, okay, it's a vibe. I like it. It's for the heads. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's
wasn't bad.
underrated as a producer, bro.
Yeah.
It's been said that a lot of the American Gangster.
He produced it.
Yeah, he produced.
No shit.
Although most of those beats were for Biggie, and then Biggie
Really?
died, and so he never touched them. And then
They waited that. They sat in the
and-
vault that long.
and then he went back and like.
And gave
And they were
Give
still
him the
that
whole-
dope. If that's
Yeah.
true, that's fucking
That's
crazy.
fucking dope, dog. I know. I
Be-
mean, you like anything, you update it and you fucking
Yeah.
Damn.
You
But yeah, bro.
remix it.
I liked his new album, and I'm not even a Diddy fan, even kind of.
Yeah.
Shit was dope. It was super, super vibey. It was like felt like an R&B album that we needed. Something that was like kind of like missing a piece.
He's always put out shit like that though. Not him personally, but he's like the tracks he's produced for like I think about it, like 112.
Yeah.
All those type of all those groups.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope. And again, you're coming from a Pac fan, so that just tells you how much of a Diddy fan I probably am, right?
Yeah.
And it was dope.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope.
So let's see if they go after him.
Bro, he's doing that.
I was like,
Listen.
I think they'll arrest KVD. I don't think they're
He's gonna take all of it.
Yeah.
Keefe
He's
is
gonna take all
going
that,
down as
yeah.
the one guy that gets some time for this situation. Because they even asked Suge. They're like, Suge, will you like take the stand against? He's like, I ain't taking the stand against nobody.
Yeah.
And he was in the car.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna talk about nobody, nothing. I hear no, see no, speak no. Suge doesn't want nothing to do with it because.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Diddy has a whole different
all these
network
years
now.
later. But since we're on this subject, it gives us another segue directly into somebody that's attached to Tupac too, and obviously
this?
still hasn't moved on.
Oh.
He was like, you were perfect, bro.
Listen,
Obviously, he hasn't moved.
Why am I laughing?
how many? Because it's fucking crazy, Lynn Words. How many times are we gonna talk about G.I. Jane on this motherfucking podcast, bro? She's on a book run.
No
Okay,
mas.
we'll just start there.
No mas.
This is the last time we gotta talk about it. Now we've already
Tap it out.
put our
Yeah.
our toes into the water.
I guess.
She's on a book run, further emasculating Senior Will Smith.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, bro.
That sucks.
Bro, and it's the way she's doing it, right? So the first interview, she's like, yeah, we've been divorced since 2016. What?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
gives her, that's right around the time she had her entanglement, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Free pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now that shit doesn't mean anything.
No.
But see, here's the thing. Okay, so I'm glad you said that because here's the thing. The entanglement and that whole, red table talk stuff that they were doing before, that was only spicy because, oh my God, I thought they were together. I
Yes.
thought they had a happy marriage. So now to come back after the fact and be like, well, we wasn't even really married anyway. It's like, so why the fuck were you doing any of this shit?
Well, because
to begin
Facebook
with?
canned their show. So there you go.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, so it was all horse shit to begin with? Like,
All of it.
why are you wasting people's time with this shit?
Bro, and she's fucking,
just
and
pisses
she's
me off.
wiping her ass
Even
with Will
more,
Smith.
yeah.
That, bro, he's the one that I feel the worst for, dog. I'm gonna be real here, dog. That shit is fucking wild, bro. Then she said she thought that the slap was a skit, right? And what shocked her the most was to hear Will call her his wife because she hadn't been his wife. In that, bro, wow.
How is
right.
it?
That's what
She said that?
Yes.
Damn.
Damn,
Wow
so
is
like
right.
now she didn't even get his back for going to get her.
No,
back,
absolutely not. And then,
Wow.
bro, this shit keeps going.
Damn,
Chris,
dog.
I guess Chris Rock, SK, according to
Yeah.
G.I. Jane over here,
Tried to
had
holler?
tried to holler at
I
her
heard that.
when he found out that they were having like when they split, right? Around like 2016, 2017, whatever the fuck. So there was that in the
Yeah.
chamber too. She's wilding. They need to stop giving her a fucking mic, bro.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is like, I mean, is she still acting?
No.
Like the
I don't know, maybe.
Hawthorne show she did was like the last thing. The TBS or it was a
Yeah.
Turner show.
She
It was a cable
not
show.
Good,
but
I don't
that
know. I
was-
mean, she's better actor than I am, I guess. But like nothing she ever did, I was like, oh damn, she's G.I. Jane.
Last
It's
thing
like,
I remember
no.
her on is Set
She
It Off.
wasn't
dog.
G.I.
She-
You know what I'm saying, or whatever, but-
last thing I remember her on is Set It Off.
Really?
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
And set it off like.
I mean,
it could have been somebody else. I mean, that the whole point was to have that like ensemble cast, and she was hot back then.
but Queen Latifah
like
was
that.
Set It Off, dog. Let's be
Queen
real here.
Latifah,
Yeah.
She carried the movie.
like, well, yeah. I mean, everybody's story, like everybody else's story, like mattered to the storyline a little more. I think hers was just like the hood chick who had to like figure out how she could be accepted.
Well,
with.
she was the one that won, though. She got away, right? She, at the
She
end,
got
was the one that
away.
got away.
She got the buddy with the wavy hair, Blair.
Oh yeah,
Blair
yeah,
Underwood.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm lying. I'm
Was in
lying.
love
I'm
with her?
lying. That's not the last movie I remember her from. Tales from the Crypt, my dude.
Was that after that?
Yeah, because she was bald. She had shaved her
that's
head
right.
and set it
That's
off, and she's
right.
bald in Tales from the
Okay,
Crypt.
that's right.
And
Yeah.
that's when she was G.I. Jane. Right after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Hey, I'm the way that she's drug fucking Will Smith through the mud, my dude.
That's tough, man.
Yikes,
That's
bro.
tough.
I mean, at some point, you know, I mean, he's doing bigger things than any of us, bro. But at some point, you gotta cut your losses, bro. Like you gotta stop fucking getting punched by the dead horse or punching the dead horse.
You
bro.
think it's caused irreparable damage to his image?
No, because
You
I
think
think
so?
people who love Will Smith
Love a comeback
are
story
still-
too.
love a comeback story and are just looking at her like she's the problem rather
Because
than
she
him.
is.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like he's whatever he's done to her or to whomever that she's still got this axe to grind about. Throwing out these like details about their life and stuff like that. I think about like those three kids, like his oldest and their two, and I'm just like, how embarrassing, like for everyone else in the family.
No
That
shit.
this is like always just in the air when it just doesn't have to be that way. It
Nah.
just doesn't at all have to be talked about.
I think we all just want to see him he won't like come out of it as like a man, bro. Like
but here's the thing: he can never just assert himself and like get on the mic and just be like, "Look, bitch, stop talking shit." Like
Yeah, because that'll backlash, too.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Then
yeah, no. And
as
I'm not,
soon as
I'm not
he-
saying like rebuttal like that or fight like
Yeah.
that, but it's just like, well, fuck it, bro. Like, take care of your kids. Well, I don't know if they'll let him get back
Yeah.
into movies, but
He just can't
shit,
go to the
like
Oscars.
Three or
Yeah.
four,
Yeah.
you know how it is. It's like someone else is gonna do something stupid. We'll still remember the slap and all that shit, but
Yeah.
time goes by, bro, and like
Yeah.
people will be like, oh shit, now Will Smith has another movie out.
Yeah.
Bad Boys 3, 4,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck they're on.
I mean,
I'm all for a Will Smith diss track to Jada.
Damn.
When he uses the hit 'em up beat. That's why I fucked your bitch.
Yes.
That motherfucker.
Damn.
That'd be
Yes.
kind of fire, bro.
they hit him up beat. I love
Listen.
it. I love it.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah,
because
that's
she's
funny.
still going. So, bro.
Is she still talking about
My dude, the third interview for her
Mr.
fucking
Amaru?
for the third interview for her book run, she said that Tupac proposed to her when he was in Rikers Island. before he got out and signed to death row.
I think
right?
she's trolling.
Okay,
She's
then
gotta
she
be
could
just
then
trolling
she
the
then
entire
she says,
black community
Then
at
she
this
says that
Like
the
it.
reason that they were that they were soulmates, right, and they've been together in other lives. Okay,
Sure.
but they didn't get together and they didn't marry each other and they weren't in a relationship now because she said there was no chemistry between them.
What?
Don't make no sense. Make it make sense.
She's a crazy bro.
She said she loves him. They're soulmates. Pac said he loves her. They'll forever be together. What does that mean? Like they weren't able to like fuck, right?
It's
Like what
just-
what is that?
yeah.
They tried to smash and like it didn't happen. What do you mean?
Yeah.
How can you not have chemistry with whoever your soulmate is?
Again, unsubstantiated. It's all alleged claims.
Especially
by
'cause he
someone
ain't
who
here.
can't. Yeah,
He
he
ain't
is
here.
not here to tell
We
the
didn't get
world
married 'cause
like.
she's a crazy bitch. And I
Yeah,
seen
he's
that
like,
shit.
I seen it coming.
I see it. That bitch is crazy.
Yeah, like oh my God, like that's why I feel like at this point she just might be trolling.
Well, she's probably gonna sell a bunch of books
Why?
because
Who
that's
would buy that? Like who cares?
That's true. It's going to hit. Well, I
who gives a
guarantee
shit?
whoever was watching her Red Talk tables.
But that's the thing. It's like she just what?
Josiah and Dom have
I
one.
just ordered ours.
Fire. It don't come with feet pics, Josiah, so you
Right.
probably should send it back. He knew it. He's
Yeah.
like, damn, you mean I don't get to see her feet?
He was like, oh man.
If her head's that clean, she ain't got no hair on them toes. Bro, I'm throwing a life raft out to fucking Will
Shout
Smith,
out to
bro.
Will. Yeah.
I'm on his side, bro. He needs to get on the mic and be like, fuck that bitch. Know what I'm saying?
He doesn't cuss
But
though.
he can't say that, man.
I know he can't.
He can't.
No, I know.
And he doesn't like he doesn't win anything. Like to him,
Nah.
He doesn't
it's
win.
all punching down.
Yeah.
He's such a big star, and even slapping Chris Rock didn't really knock it down that much. Like it was a spectacle for sure,
But-
and obviously it was a moment that most people will be like, "Damn, that was crazy."
But it didn't dim his light.
It does. It doesn't. Like if you fuck with Will Smith, like, and you've watched his movies and his TV show and stuff like that, like, some other shit about him would have to come out.
Yeah.
Like that was definitive, where it's just like, yep,
Okay, yeah,
these
we
are the
backing
pictures,
away.
these
Yeah,
are the
yeah.
these are the monkeys.
I think
You know what I'm saying?
honestly, it would
It would
do
have to
more.
be some crazy shit.
It would do more to hurt his kids.
That's what I'm saying.
If he-
like
if he
it
was-
hurts his legacy. It,
Yeah.
it hurts his like
If he responded like
negotiating.
that. Yeah.
It hurts his money a little, but that's it.
So I
because
take it you're not going to buy the book.
her book.
Yeah.
No,
No. It's
No.
a hard pass.
yeah.
What about
It's
you,
a-
Jay?
Fuck no.
You're not going to get a book? We'll just read Josiah's.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
You got to let me borrow it, Josiah.
Right. Why are these pages all
Why are
sticky?
these pages? Holy sh! Why is there pictures of feet drawn in this? I can't read this shit. It might be more entertaining, actually, though. Wow, this is a random foot picture up in this motherfucker.
That's funny, dog.
Yeah,
She just seems super toxic, dog.
She is.
Like,
and
fuck.
she is, and it's crazy because I've seen her before in different women. She just has a huge platform,
Yeah.
thanks to Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Because if she never married him, well, bro, she'd
Gone and forgotten.
be in the miscellaneous.
Yeah. You remember
B-movie
remember
status.
her from the 90s?
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember the one that got away on Set It Off?
Yeah. That's exactly because.
Remember the chick that Pac used to smash?
Yeah. Right.
You seen her? She's bald now.
Yeah.
Damn.
She said.
Bro, I was flipping channels a while back, dog, and this old school show came on. I might have mentioned it, bro, but it was her. It was like her show, and Pac was actually on it. And she, in the show, she had like a dude that was like a jock kind of sports dude, and guess who this motherfucker looked like?
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Oh, I know. What
bro.
was that show called? Didn't Homeboy have the glasses where he could flip up the?
He could
You
flip
talking about a
Yeah.
different world?
There we
A
go.
different world, bro. Yeah.
Y'all don't remember a
I
different
do.
world?
Yeah, I couldn't remember the
That's what
name
I just
though.
told you, dog. I just
You
brought up
just
the
vaguely
show.
described
He
it.
did.
This was
Yeah, that was big.
this made
I
a
remember the
difference in
Pac
my
episode.
life.
I remember.
That's what
I
I'm
remember the Pac episode.
That show single-handedly convinced a lot of black children to go to college.
Yeah.
Like that was a big fucking deal.
Good.
And see that show. and
He's
see-
like, good, it's about time.
Hey, that,
Hey, bro, don't be saying that shit, dog.
hey,
Don't be saying, man, she did one good thing, I guess, dog.
that show and Fresh Prince, dog. That's why Will Smith's held in such high regard, dog.
Yeah.
Because that show did a lot to break down barriers too,
Yeah, yeah,
brother.
yeah.
That Fresh Prince brought a black family into the living room of people that wouldn't see that before.
Yeah, the last was the Cosby Show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It opened that up to like audiences that had no idea what that looked like or would have never seen that before.
Yeah.
So that's why it's held in such high regard, dog.
Yeah.
And that's why it pisses me off that this
Yeah.
fucking little bitch is out here fucking running around still wilding the fuck out. Leave him alone. You've already completely fucking neutered this dude. Take your neck off this dude and move on.
Yeah, leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
What's the point? Like,
That's
what does she
where-
get out of it? It's if not a few extra book sales.
That's
And
it.
Even that.
Yeah, that's it.
Like even that. Like she's at this point made herself look so bad that I can't imagine that she's gonna get any other opportunities. So it's like, are you just gonna keep talking about Tupac for the last
Living
30,
in-
40 years of your
living in
life?
the
Like,
past.
He is.
yeah,
she
are
is.
you just gonna just go to the grave talking about that one time you and Tupac almost
Bro,
kissed?
shit.
Are
The
you held
last-
hands in the
Almost
movies?
The
Like-
last piece, she's gonna be like, "I have an illegitimate child.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Tupac
yeah.
Shakur's.
Oh,
I've been
bro.
hiding."
Right.
That's the last piece to the puzzle.
She's got an old blue dress with a.
I
never
really
mind.
hope this is the last time we have to talk about this fucking broad. Really do. I guess we didn't have to talk
Yeah.
about it, but
No.
it made sense because we were talking about Pac, and she's still out here wilding. I know, Len Words.
I'm
That's
done.
it. Let's put
I'm
it to
done.
bed.
I'm
That's
done.
fine.
That's it. That's the end of that
Matter of
fucking
fact, just
conversation.
cut that whole
Yeah.
combo, dog.
Cut
Yeah.
that whole
That shit.
combo
Clip
out.
that.
No, that's going to cut out like 30 minutes of the pod. This shit about to be the shortest podcast in the history of life.
Bro, we sold her 2 books back
Oh,
here.
shit.
Yeah, right,
That's
right.
God damn it. We sold her 2 books to these fucking guys. So where are we going next? Oh, the Eclipse. Y'all watch it?
A little bit, bro. Not really. I was working.
Did you buy them little glasses?
No.
You didn't spend $5 on them little 3D glasses?
I had some. No, not 3D. I had some UV ones, and then
Oh, you already had the joints?
yeah.
Or you put 2 glasses
for work,
over
and then
here?
I put the Armani exchange. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you
Put
just
those
doubled
on.
up on glasses looking like a whole crazy person.
Yeah, dog. It worked.
Fuck it.
And
Save
then you
$5.
Then you squint like that.
Bro,
you
you're
don't get
already
blinded.
blind as a motherfucker now. He's gonna be looking at the Pro Tools session. I swear I sent you the tracks, bro. I can't see shit. What about you, Len? Where'd you watch the solar eclipse?
No.
You didn't watch it? No.
It's not gonna happen for another 373 years, bro.
I'll hold my breath.
You missed
I'll
it.
hold my breath. Well, you ain't gonna make it if you hold your breath.
I ain't gonna make it either
You
way.
ain't gonna- Either way, you're off the ride. Hey,
I missed it.
I was I forgot that it was that day. So I'm training for the marathon next weekend, and I'm down in the Bosque, and I'm running, and I'm like, looks fucking weird out here. This is like, it felt like outside had a filter on it. Bro, it was like an Instagram filter. I'm like, this is fucking weird. And then I see a whole bunch of like tourists,
Yeah.
super Caucasian tourists,
Oh, yeah.
that I never see in the Bosque. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is fucking weird as shit. And then I see him with the glasses. I'm like, oh, bet.
Yeah.
Solar eclipse time.
Yeah, bro. That like tint it had on it.
Yeah, it was
bro,
like a fucking filter.
It was it hurt my eyes for a good minute, bro. I was like,
I thought it was
damn,
going to last longer.
I walked out of the building.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
It didn't
I
last
walked
very
out of
long.
the building, bro, and it was like half daylight. And not like clouds and shit, bro, but like it was sunny. It was still kind of warm, but
Yeah, just a.
tint like a filter, bro,
ND
like a tint on that
filter.
shit.
It got cold though. That was kind of wild.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it was kind of cold, bro.
It's the sun.
Yeah,
Keeps us warm.
it does.
Does some other stuff too.
It does a few things, bro.
Science
It's science.
stuff.
SK, bro. I don't really
Yeah, you know,
know.
I heard from somebody. You know what I mean? But there's a lot, bro. There's a lot of like different traditions, especially down here in New Mexico, when it comes to like solar eclipse, right? There's
Is
a lot
it?
of things. Oh yeah, bro. There's like a bunch of the homies from Yakima. They like won't even like look at it or be outside. You're supposed to be inside.
No shit.
Yes.
Why?
So I mean, it's different for probably a bunch of different native culture, right? Depends on where you're from and all that shit. But it's the sun is having a rebirth,
Okay.
right? So you're not supposed to look at it. You're not supposed to be
Right.
around it. You go inside.
Sacred.
It's sacred, exactly. And you're not supposed to take pictures of it.
See, that's what I was on. I was like,
Yeah.
look, that's not my business.
Yeah, you're not supposed to take. You're not supposed to take pictures of it. If a woman's pregnant, they're supposed
Yeah.
to stay inside, right? And then even you know our culture, we have different like. You're supposed to cover the pregnant woman's belly up with like a metal like sheet to protect the baby because the baby could be born with like defects because of a solar eclipse. These are all things that like
Yeah.
are in the culture that people believe, right?
Somebody was trying to get away with drinking.
Yeah, I mean, possibly.
They was like, it was the
It was
eclipse.
the solar eclipse.
All right, bitch.
I swear to God, I knew I shouldn't have went outside during the solar eclipse.
That's fucking funny.
But
bro.
that's what I was thinking when I was running and watching all these people that aren't from here, right? That don't know a lot of our like culture and like how it's conducted, and they're just there with their fucking $5 solar glasses taking pictures. I'm like, man, if a couple of the homies seen you right now, they'd slap them fucking phones out your hand, my dude.
They would have a problem.
That's that saying. It's not where you're from, it's where you're at. Not where you're from, it's where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
a lot of
was.
superstitions.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
well, think about it. 400 years ago, 500 years ago. You don't know what's on the schedule. All of a sudden, the fucking sun's gone.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrifying, bro. I mean, you probably thought the world was gonna end.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's over.
And then it started again.
Yeah,
Then an hour later, it's all sunny again.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's just like,
Fuck.
okay, the world just ended.
and now we're back.
And now we're back.
So it would be hard not to have superstitions. All come from just lack of knowledge back then.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, but some shit's predicated on some substantial truth.
Definitely don't want to step on a crack, bro.
Because you break your mother's
There's
back.
scientific.
You really
Better
don't,
call
bro.
your mama.
Listen, Mom, how's your back? Oh my God,
I just stepped on a crack. Oh,
was it the right one? It was the
I
wrong
was
crack.
worried.
That's funny as fuck.
But I've never really been superstitious. I'm not
No?
like that. Nah,
Really?
Uh-uh.
You don't believe in luck?
not really. I believe in energy. So
Okay.
like, I believe that like if you put a certain amount out, it can come back to you, and certain things kind of just like land in a certain place. But wearing the same pair of shorts that I wore when I scored the touchdown,
Yeah.
nah.
No.
I don't need them sweaty socks. I wash my underwear. Just never really been superstitious, bro.
Okay.
You?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It requires too much effort.
It kind of does.
It's like, do I really need to believe this, or
No.
can I just test it and see?
I mean,
if
I've
it-
seen
I can just stop.
what it does to Jay when we're walking down the sidewalk. This motherfucker's jumping over cracks, bro.
I take longer steps.
He does. I'm like,
Playing
Jay, where are you going?
He's
He's
playing
bro,
hopscotch.
not today. Not today. My mom's back's gonna be fine. Long ass strides.
Yep. Don't
You have
fuck.
to-
Hey,
You have to
Stay
sprint
aw-
to keep up with Jay.
stay away from the cobblestone.
Cobblestone.
He's on cobblestone on Michael Jackson shoes and shit. Just trying to.
Oh, fuck.
While we're talking about wild shit, you guys seen the fucking Bigfoot footage out there in Colorado?
No,
You ain't seen it?
no.
It don't look
How
any
is
better
it?
than any of the other Bigfoot footage.
Does it?
It's-
I was gonna
Homie,
say,
wa-
is it better than the
No.
alien? The alien stuff?
Maybe a little better than
Really?
that. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
At
Because
this
that.
point, bro, how many sightings of Bigfoot, bro?
A bunch.
This fucking guy would be endangered by now, wouldn't you think? Like, how
Okay.
long does this fucker live? They've been talking about seeing this guy
So
for...
first,
Bigfoot?
who
Yeah.
believes in Bigfoot?
I mean,
You believe in Bigfoot, Lenwords?
believe in it?
Yes.
Like-
do you think there is a big-footed man running around the hills right now in this day and age?
No.
Okay, Jay, do you believe in
I
Bigfoot?
don't know. When do you fucking go running, motherfucker?
Not in the hills though of Colorado, dog.
Nah, I'm sure there's some type of creature, but I think we call them fucking bears and shit.
Fellas
like that.
back there, we got any Bigfoot believers?
Nah, not really. But we're saying you guys should. I know it'd be an intermission. Watch the video, react to it. Like you guys watch it real quick.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I'll have to. Try
I'll
and
watch
find
it.
Let's see if I can find it. Okay,
at
so
this point,
what's
man.
crazy about it to me is it's so far away, right? Again, why have they not gotten high def videos of this guy
They all
yet?
look like those convenient fucking stores where it's all blurry.
Look, they all look awful. I
It
can't
looks like
find
the
it.
Duke
Let's see.
Nukem. You guys remember that game, Duke Nukem?
Yeah.
Where it showed like the strippers'
Len
titties.
Words.
They're all blotched.
Or look, let's see. I'm gonna put it right here. The camera can't pick it up. Maybe let's try and drop it into the fucking the edit. We'll see. So look, there's Bigfoot.
That's it.
That's him, dog. Why is it so far away?
Hold on, let me see.
Look, there he is.
And they
Look,
gotta
there's
put a
the
fucking
red.
red
There's
arrow.
the red arrow.
in this bitch.
Let's see. Look, there he
That's-
is, dog. There is Bigfoot, bruh.
Dude, that look like a fucking rock.
Bro, he moves though. He moves and then he sits down. Okay, it looks like a shiny ass Bigfoot costume, is what it looks like to
It's
me.
ridiculous, man. Did you ever see the footage of the dude in the bear suit in China?
Yeah,
that's what that shit
I know
looks
it
like
does.
to me.
I know it does. See, that's my issue with it. We have
It's
high
like, what
def.
are they? Who are they trolling at this
Bro,
point? Like,
look at our fucking images on here, bro. Look how clean that is. You mean to tell me there's not one clean high definition footage of
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Bigfoot?
can't even tell what that
No,
is,
dog.
bro.
That's Jeff in a costume he bought at Spirit. You know what I liked about this one though? What was dope and what made me laugh is homie just walks across and then just sits down, bro. I was dying laughing,
If that's
dog.
how he moves, how's nobody ever
was he
seen him
eating
before?
beef
Like,
jerky?
I don't know. I think there was probably something like that did exist in time,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
In the whole evolutionary process of existence,
Sure.
there was an 8-foot fucking Bigfoot man that roamed the hills of wherever the fuck he was roaming. Do I believe that's a high fucking probable scenario? Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Is he still around?
No,
I highly doubt it.
impossible.
I really doubt it.
I think you're onto something, and I think that stuff gets perpetuated when you're dealing with like small towns and places where they need some tourism,
Yeah.
and they just like, hey, Loch Ness monster.
Oh, bro, I was just
you know
about
what
to
I'm
say
saying?
that,
It's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
keep looking at the water.
Keep
Maybe
looking in
it'll
the
come
water.
up, and you know
And
that
again,
shit.
though-
And it's like, well, stay here while you're waiting and take these pictures and you
Get
know,
these
like,
Loch Ness monster shirts.
keep your eye out for the
Here
gnomes
he
because they
goes.
come out at night.
Gnomes
you
are there
know?
too.
Yeah.
But Loch
like-
Ness is the same as Bigfoot.
Yeah,
You don't think there was dinosaurs that were swimming around in the water?
Yeah.
That looked like Loch Ness monster? I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Are they still there?
probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we'd have better footage, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
There
It's
would
not
be,
just always a shadow
my dude.
on the
There
on
would
the
be
water.
someone there trying to look for fucking TikTok clout, getting beat down by Bigfoot,
Look at
bro.
all
Oh, yeah,
these-
for
look at all
sure.
these drones we got, bro. We got infrared.
There's
we
no
got
way.
All this shit, bro. There's
Unless, okay, I'm gonna be devil's advocate here.
Mm-hmm.
What if Bigfoot has predator skin? You know how on the Predator he could turn on his blah, 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 blah,
Mm-hmm.
and he fucking blends in, camouflage. He's like clear. It's a reach. I'm trying to throw Bigfoot a bone here,
and,
Len.
and he's immortal.
It's bro.
And he's just walking
come on.
around in the woods.
Sitting down, bro. He was taking a siesta right there, bro. He
Why-
was
why?
chilling. He found himself a rock.
Why?
shiny
Why is he always just walking up and down the hills?
You
Like,
ain't never
ain't
seen
doing
the
what is he
anything else.
doing?
You gotta see the views, dog.
Hey.
He's not building anything.
He's not building anything. Bro, what if he came down one day to a fucking village and just destroyed everybody, bro?
He should like
He should.
get some work in,
They
man.
still wouldn't get footage.
What
of
are they
that.
gonna do? You're immortal.
Even if he did that, it would still look like they shot the footage on a potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Footage of Bigfoot destroying the town. I shot it on my Motorola Razr.
7-Eleven caught him walking by the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Check it
but
out.
it's just the corner.
It's all
Yeah.
blurry.
It's just
Yeah.
it's just him as he turns the corner and it's just his feet.
So then, okay, so bro, it's close to Halloween. We're talking about Bigfoot. So then, how you feel about ghosts?
What about him?
How you think ghosts are real?
I think there are probably entities that exist in other dimensions that can manifest in certain ways in this dimension. I think that's possible. You just like that movie Ghost, where it's like they could hit the can or something, make shit move, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's possible. I don't know if there are like poltergeist type of situations that are really happening, but there could be. I mean, everything's on a range and on a spectrum, so it's possible.
I couldn't. I
I don't know.
said it exactly how I would have said it, bro. Same
Yeah.
shit. I believe that there's entities that can exist between dimensions, and that's
Yeah.
what people. That's a fucking ghost. It
Yeah.
moved. It turned on the lights. I think that's more likely than a fucking ghoul
An
floating
apparition,
by, an
yeah.
apparition just floating by in some sheets.
Yeah,
That's not how I see it.
like Beetlejuice.
Yeah, that's not how I see it. So I mean, and that's the same thing with like haunted houses.
Yeah.
Right? Energy is energy, right? And there's actually like scientific proven fact that energy can like stay in a certain place,
Right.
right? So
Yeah.
say something fucking horrendous happened in a house, right? Fucking mass suicide or whatever the fuck. You think that energy is going to escape instantly, or you think it can manifest itself inside of where it happened.
It could stay in the house.
It can stay in the house,
Yeah.
right? That's what I think a lot of haunted houses
Yeah.
come from.
Yeah. It's like Stephen King and like the ancient burial grounds, Indian burial grounds and stuff like that in the stories.
It's always Stephen
like
King with
that.
the Indian burial grounds, huh? Every
It's
time.
a trope, but he does it well, so I ain't mad at him.
Yeah.
He brings it back. And
Every
he's
time.
I was talking slick about him before, but you know what? He gets the dub, man. Like,
I mean,
he's
look
been
at-
doing it for so long.
look at all the
and he makes it
books.
work. Yeah,
He does.
He makes it work. He keeps that shit alive too, man.
Bro, it's always when you're like, we can't figure it out. It's an Indian
It was
burial
built on
ground.
an Indian burial ground.
Boom, I got it for you
Wow,
guys.
got it.
There's the
Yeah.
ending. Perfect. Perfect. We've never thought about that before. And it's always an ancient one.
Yeah,
It can be a new one.
there are no.
Has to be an ancient one.
Yeah, well,
There's no new burial
Yeah.
grounds, bro. It's always ancient ones.
That's the burial ground Bigfoot protects, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
there you go.
Bars,
Yep.
Jay.
Dog. That's what it is.
Where they
I
bury,
didn't want to let y'all
where they
know,
bury
but
all
that's
the
what it is.
cats.
What about you, Jay? You believe in ghosts, poltergeist, specters?
Yeah, well, like
Haunted
like you guys
houses.
said, like energy. You know what I'm saying? Like
What about Dracula? You believe in vampires?
vampires? Nah, I don't think so.
Lenward has something to say here.
I ain't got shit to say
You don't
because they
believe in
might come.
vampires?
They might
They
show
might
up.
come and show up. Hey! I knew it was gonna find his way up in this motherfucker.
Okay,
No.
look. I think vampires are based on certain like cultures and
Rituals.
like, rituals and stuff like that. And I think those stories exist because those people and those like those groups of people probably did exist. Now, did they, do it to live longer and stuff like that? Maybe they thought that. Did they get away with it? And maybe they did, because you got to think a lot of those stories came out in like the late 1800s, 1700s,
Yeah.
shit like that. People were very, very vulnerable at that time. And
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, weren't cameras everywhere, weren't, police you can call. So it's like women in the red light district could go disappear and stuff like that. And it's like, maybe Dracula got them.
It was-
You know what I'm
it was
saying? Like,
Dracula.
I don't know.
Yeah, it had to be Dracula.
Yeah, but you don't know, because that type of, like, it just became stories and it just got sensationalized and turned into movies and stuff like that. But some of that stuff could have been something.
Well, they always say that urban legends come from some form of truth.
Yeah.
Right? I see that.
Yeah.
A lot of these stories are made to like protect people.
Right.
Right? Like
Like the Ditch Witch.
the Llorona.
Yeah.
My dude.
Llorona,
Llorona, bro,
Yeah.
right? Okay. That was the only one that really fucked me up when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because when we lived in San Fidel, we were right next to the Arroyo.
Yeah.
Right there. And a graveyard.
Yeah.
It wasn't an ancient Indian
It wasn't an
graveyard.
Indian.
No. We were on Spanish land grant, so
Oh,
it couldn't be. So we're right there next to the Arroyo, right? And
Yeah.
when and it wasn't even, everybody usually hears this story from their nana.
Mm-hmm.
No. I heard this story from my primo Kenny. And he told all of us together at the same fucking time, bro.
like, look.
And that shit fucked us up. I was like, oh shit.
He was like, if you listen closely,
You can hear her.
you can hear her.
I heard about her in elementary, dog. It was my Spanish bilingual class, dog.
Oh, yeah?
And she like read the story. Some of it was in Spanish, and then she did the weeping. And that-
Mijito.
yeah, bro. And that shit was, and she was like an older
Mijita.
lady, dog. So like,
Man.
you're young, like I'm younger, and I'm picturing like it's fucked
Yeah.
up, but I'm picturing her as
As
La
the
Llorona.
Llorona.
You know what I'm saying?
She might have been, bro.
bro.
Have you ever driven around like northern and like certain parts of like northern New Mexico, where it's like those ghost towns, or like where you just be driving and you just see like a dirt road and an old shack that's like barely standing and stuff? And I'm like, man, why don't they make like Llorona movies out like here? Because that shit spooks
It's-
the
Bro,
fuck
it's
out of
funny
me,
you say
dude,
that, bro,
I'm
because
like, yo.
That movie sucked.
The movie that they made for it, I
Sucked.
was just like, they
Sucked.
totally missed the mark. I was like, y'all could have done some shit.
They
for
should have
that.
hit up my cousin Kenny because he knows the story, my dude.
Hey, bro. No, but we, my brother, he's a little older than me, but a bunch of his homies, their family had it's not a cabin, bro, but it was way up here, like in Sandias. It was like a good half hour behind, like good drive behind the Sandias, bro. And they used like I was younger, but they used to always go party there. And then finally, when I was old enough, I went out there twice, bro. And it's exactly what you're talking about, in the middle, just dirt road. Yeah. And you go down, and it's like kind of a driveway, but it's just like
sketchy as fuck.
Sketchy as fuck. Cars can't make it, bro. So like you get there, and there's all kinds of cars. There's like 30 cars like on this random driveway, and you pull up. It's dark as fuck, and you just see chicks like in skirts, like
trying not to fucking break their ankles and shit.
And you get to that house, bro, and it's fucking creepy as fuck. All kinds of shit broken. The basement is like going down. All the stairs are broken going down to the basement.
Y'all went downstairs in a structure like
that. Listen, don't tell me y'all motherfuckers read a book down there in that basement.
They probably did, bro.
Yeah,
but
bro.
That shit was fucking. That shit was freaky as fuck.
I've seen that movie one too many times, bro.
We had to bring a generator out there just to have like power and shit. Like,
was the party lit?
It was dope, dog.
It was worth it then, dog. It was worth it. It was worth it. Yeah. But see, all of those stories usually come from a way to protect somebody from something.
Yeah.
The Llorona. They don't want the kids by the Arroyo because
you don't want to drown.
You're going to drown, my guy. Stay away from there. If the water's not scary enough, listen. This bitch going to take you. Because she lost all her kids.
Yeah. And
right?
She wants some kids now.
She wants you now, motherfucker. Yeah. Stay away from there. I'm telling you, that was the only, bro, I watched horror movies. I grew up on that shit. That was the only time that someone told me a story like that that freaked me out. Yeah. It was the perfect setting too, dog. Yeah. Like it was when my Auntie Juana, bro, they lived, they were living in the Loma in Grants. And they had this 2-story house it was nice-ish, but we were all upstairs. All the cousins were upstairs. It was fucking thunder, lightning, and Kenny decided to fucking let us all in on the Llorona lady, bro. And none of them lived by the Arroyo like I did. I had to go home, dog. I had to go to San Fidel.
You thought you seen her walking?
Oh, I did, my guy.
You're like, damn.
Multiple times.
That's her. Hey. Is she looking at me?
When I was a kid, I just happened to be at the right age. So when that first Candyman came out,
oh yeah, that was pretty fucked up.
That shit felt real to me. I was and it was just the grittiness of them like filming it in Cabrini Green, and it just like the way the movie went and how spooky it was. I was just like, I know it's not real.
But it felt like
it just felt different.
That
than
probably
like
hit different for you
Freddy
though because of where Jason, it was filmed and everything.
Exactly. It was just like, I've been by those places. Like I kind of know what that and just like that spooky ass like those old buildings and shit where it's like you don't want to hang out too much and shit like that. And it was just like that shit fucked me up for a little while.
That movie was pretty fucked up.
It was good, man. It was good.
It was the grittiness of it. It kind of like I put it in the same vein as like the Hellraiser movies. Mm-hmm. Like the way that it feels. It's one of those movies that you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Pet Sematary is like that for me too.
Really?
Pet Sematary is fucked up, dog.
I think, man, some of those movies, I mean, obviously they was going to get the bag, but like some of those movies would have been, to me, better if they just stuck with the one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, most of them, bro.
You know
Come
what I'm
on.
saying?
Not everything needs a sequel, dog.
Like Carrie. Like, you don't need a Carrie 2. You don't need a
remake or a reboot.
It's like none
it was
of it.
Perfect as
Carrie
is.
Was wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And the original Pet Sematary is like that.
Yeah.
That movie, to this day, I'm flipping through. It's Halloween. I watch horror movies year round, dog. But flipping through, I'm like, Pet Sematary. I'm like, is it time? Nah, I'm gonna keep rocking. Pet Sematary is one of the only movies, that and The Exorcist. But The Exorcist really fucking scared me, dog. I watched The Exorcist when I was 6 years old.
Oh shit!
Wasn't supposed to. I was raised strict Catholic, dog. Yeah. My mom and dad were working at the bar. Yeah. I was alone in the trailer.
First time you saw the face in the cabinet,
bro,
you was like, turn this shit off.
the crucifix scene threw me the fuck off. I was like, I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell for what my parents told me. Do not watch this movie. Guess what happened when they left? I watched that motherfucker. I threw that shit on. And I was so scared to tell them I watched it, I had to suffer in silence. I had to suffer in silence for like a month. And then I broke down. I couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, I'm on Exorcist. I thought they were going to, bro, I wanted to go to confession. I wasn't old enough yet. I'm like, I need to be blessed. Like, bro, it was a whole situation.
It's in my head. I can't forget it.
That movie fucked me up because it was a series of unfortunate events. It was the right time, perfect.
That's crazy. Yeah, that face is like burned in my head. Bro.
Yeah,
Bro, and then just the whole when
face.
she walks down the stairs upside down,
all fucked up and pisses in front of the.
She stands there and pisses in front of the. That movie fucked me
dinner
up.
party.
To me, I hold that movie now still in such high regard that I compare everything else to it as far as like scary level.
What about in Scary Movie where they make fun of that shit?
Oh, and
he's all, no. He hits her with the fucking newspaper.
They walk in and he's fucking her, isn't he?
So he's like, they always like candy. You gotta give him candy.
or she's giving him head or something, right?
Something, bro. Yeah, that shit's foul.
I haven't seen the new one. I'm about to see it probably in the next couple of days.
They made a new one?
Yeah, it's a sequel. So they brought back everybody of the original Exorcist.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Scary Movies.
No, he's all damn another one. No,
bringing it back.
The new there's a new Exorcist just came out. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
I haven't watched any. I haven't listened to the reviews. I want to judge it myself.
Yeah.
But it's a direct sequel.
I just need listen. My only gripe with like new horror movies is the old ones had a certain atmosphere to them.
Yeah.
And they didn't go for jump scares. They didn't need to.
No.
And I don't think jump scares are as effective. Like you can get away with a couple, one or two, but I need that atmosphere. Like I gotta feel like the movie stuck to me when I'm done watching it.
Have you seen Hereditary?
Nah.
Bro.
Nah.
You want
Somebody
a movie
told me, like-
you want a movie to stick with you after you watch it? Go watch it.
The last one I saw that I always name check is Martyrs. You ever seen Martyrs?
Yeah.
Martyrs was
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Martyrs was fucked up. That shit was just like,
Babadook's
just
pretty
felt
good one
bad.
too. Go watch Babadook.
I
That
watched the
one's-
Babadook. Yeah, I like that one.
What do they
That
call
was
that?
alright.
They call that elevated horror.
Yeah.
That and Hereditary. It's because
That's horror to me.
it
though.
is,
Like,
but it's because horror did dip down into the jump scare aspect of it, right? So now we've reached the era of elevated horror. Those movies land in that category.
Okay.
Hereditary's fucked up. There's one specific scene, bro.
So I gotta watch that one.
Yeah, you got to.
right.
Call me after you're done.
Okay.
Motherfucker, why'd you have me watch that shit? Yeah, that one's fucked up, bro. I'm a horror movie fan, dog. I'm blinded by it. So, like, I'm going to tune in. I'm going to watch all of it. I'm going to show up. It just is what it is. I know that about myself. I'm blinded by it. I'll watch whatever the fuck they put out. Will I critique it? Yeah, fuck yeah. The Exorcist one,
I want to know what you say because if it's good,
it's
I'm
in
gonna check
such
it
high
out, man.
regard. I'll be honest with you. There's no way that it's going to please the fan. There's just not.
No.
There's no way. Bro, it was. I was 6
Yeah.
alone. There's just no way to duplicate
you're,
that.
You're old. You seen too much shit.
Yeah, there's no
now.
way.
It's
No,
like-
I'm like, what? She didn't stab herself with a crucifix? Nah, hell nah. I ain't want nothing to do with this.
Bro.
What movie, Jay? Before we get out of here, what's your fucking
Something.
crown jewel
Of
of horror movies?
horror. Like what actually like scared you? Even as a kid.
No, The
Yeah.
Exorcist.
The Exorcist
Really?
did
Yeah,
it.
The Exorcist did it.
Yeah.
It kind of threw me off from like horror movies. I'll watch.
Like, I don't
it,
want to watch
but-
that shit.
Yeah,
Are they all like
it
this?
ain't my bag, bro. It just ain't my bag.
Hey, and Dom's never been the biggest fan of horror movies, right? But because I'm his dad,
Yeah.
he kind of had to be. So before we get out here completely, Dom, what's the horror movie that did it for you? What's the one that sticks out to you, bro? The one that I made you watch that you didn't want to watch?
I mean, at the time when we watched like The Conjuring and stuff, that was pretty fucked up. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that one, and then I don't even remember the name of it, but you know, like there's a scene where he like
Oh,
his
yeah.
teeth out.
Oh,
Wait, what?
that's a perfect way to.
crying.
That's a perfect way to get out of here. That's a perfect way. So, it wasn't really that scary of a movie.
Yeah.
It was, what was it called? It was called Bug or Bugs.
Okay.
So this dude's fucking crazy, right? They're both crazy, but he meets this chick. The chick's not really crazy. He's fucking just, cheese has slid way off his cracker. He thinks that he's fucking being watched. There's cameras everywhere. He thinks the government planted fucking microchips in his fucking teeth and there's bugs inside of his body.
Damn.
He's losing his shit, and he brings this chick down this path with him, and they like seclude themselves in this hotel room, right? But there's this scene where he's like, they're in my teeth. I have to pull them out of my teeth. And for a second, I forgot that Dom was even watching this movie with us, right? Dom was probably like fucking 4, bro, right? No. But it wasn't completely terrifying. To me, I was just like, this is just like a regular movie. Yeah. But Dom's sitting over there on the recliner. It's quiet, and I forgot he was there. And this motherfucker starts pulling out his teeth. Dom, screams at the top of his lungs, bro, and fucking darts out of the fucking room, bro. I go into the back room. He's in my room in the apartment, bawling. I'm like, what's wrong, bro? He's all, I don't want to watch that movie. I'm like, oh shit, maybe that was a little too much. Maybe that was a little too much. I had forgot.
Up until that point, I couldn't do it. Yeah, that did it.
That was it.
Damn, bro.
Wow.
I formally apologize, Hito. I'm sorry. I forgot you were sitting on the recliner.
We watched it. You know, I could get through it now.
Yeah. It's not that good of a movie.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that scary, but for some reason, that scene.
Fast forward to Aaron, bro.
Oh, man, this dude. Bro, I have to tell him, no, dude, we're not watching Jason, man.
Take the mask
Chill
off.
out. Stop, bro.
We're going to church.
Put it on Sesame Street. Stop trying to put it on Jason Takes Manhattan. Please. Stop, Aaron.
Yeah, last time I was there, he's like, who's? We were doing the other pod, bro, and I went inside, and he's like, who's in there? I want to stab him.
With his fake knife.
And his Jason mask.
Yes, he's playing. It's Halloween. Jay, put it into perspective. They're gonna call funny. CYFD up in this motherfucker, bruh.
I was in fear for my life. Hey, that's all I'm gonna say.
On that note, before Jay throws anybody else underneath the bus, episode 42. We ready to get up out of here, fellas? Let's get out of here. Until next time, respect, connect. Peace.